guys, good morning. So today is my driver's test. I landed exactly a week ago. We landed exactly a week ago and I'm taking my G1 test today. Dearest people, so I arrived at the DriveTest center and to my greatest amazement, it was packed full. Like everybody wants to drive. I was scared. This was about like 7 a.m. because I left the house like to 7 and it was not too far from the house. It was about 18 minutes. So the first thing you should note is that look for a drive test that is closest to you. Just Google it, and that is what I exactly did. I just Googled the nearest drive test center closest to me at that particular time, and see how everywhere is packed full. But well, it's not cast in stone, or let me just say it's not far-fetched rather, because this place is like the heart of like Ontario, Mississauga area, and I was not too surprised anyway. I was forewarned, but when I got here I didn't expect it. Like, I'm not sure everybody here came for this test, but another thing is that people come for different tests. Like I said, there's G1, there's G2, there's G. I was doing the G1, which is the knowledge test. Let me just say the written one. You could see my excitement in this video, but oh my god, I didn't know what was coming. I didn't know that this was just 1%, or let me just say 20% of what was coming. I am in the middle of doing my road test, and I can tell you for free that that is the major one. That is the cocoa. Okay. So typically when you come in, you have your seat, or you get your ticket first and you have your seat, and when it is your turn, you go up to the counter, you present your ticket, you pay for your drive test, and then they show you where you're going to be taking your knowledge test. Guys, after about like 30 to 40 minutes, I did my test and I passed. The test is like in 2 sections. They will ask you for the road signs and for, I can't even remember what the other one is, guys, to be very honest. I passed, and I was very happy. Like, I was elated in my mind. My head was already spinning. I was like, thank God I have passed. Thank God I have passed. I did not know that the major one, this road test, gone, is the major thing. Like I said, you know, there were so many cars when I came in. Some people came for the knowledge test, while a number of people, a lot of other people came for the road test. See that section, all those other cars, all these cars that you can see on the left, those are like the cars that you use for the road test. So you pay, and an instructor would probably like train you, and on the day of the test you can use the instructor's car as well for the road test. That road test is the main thing. That knowledge test, trust me, after I have spent some time in this place, I know that knowledge test that I was carrying on my head, I'm not saying that you shouldn't carry it on your head though, because it's also very important, but the most important, the importanter one is the road test, either your G2 or your G. So I had finished and I was my way back home. This is me in my Uber. My mind was like I was just all over the place. I was so happy. I was so grateful, because I was like, thank God I went for this test. At my first attempt, I passed it. So another thing I will let you know is, like I said, they're in 2 sections, 40 questions, and you have to pass at least 16/20 in the first one, another 16/20 in the second one. So until you pass, they will keep allowing you to continue to register for it and to continue doing it. So I think if you don't pass, you pay like an additional $20 or something. The first payment was about $151. If you don't pass, you can pay an additional 20 so that you pass it. So they are in two sections. If you pass the first section and you don't pass the second section, it's only the second section you would rewrite for, as the case might be, until when you pass 16, at least 16 over 20 in the first, another 16 over 20 in the second. So you must get 16 marks out of 20 in the first section, 60 marks out of 20 in the second section. Do you get? So when you do that, you have your G1 license, and this can help you to drive with assistance, and with you can drive, but it's very limited. So the major thing is for you to obtain your G2 license or your G license, as the case may be. So on my way back home, I decided to stop at the bank. I went to the bank because I had some transactions to do, and I was just in this shopping place that I've been coming with my sister and my husband, and I was like, okay, let me just do a little bit of transactions and all that. Let me use the opportunity because my old team were not in tow, they were not with me. So I was like, let me just do a little bit of stuff before I would eventually go back home. It was still very early. I think it was about 9 a.m. But I was so happy because I was able to achieve a lot. I had opened my bank account some days ago, but I just wanted to like finalize some things, like probably deposit money or something. I can't remember. And I used that opportunity to do some other things. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so happy. I just love the bank. I want to get some food, like fast food. Everybody's at home. My husband is at home with my kids. Like, I'm excited for many things. I feel like a free bird, but yeah, that is it. So let me see, where should I go? I think food is that way. I'm seeing shawarma. I think I'll go that way. Yeah. So when I get back, I'll do a little video of the things that I used to prepare me for this G1 driving test. I'll do a video. I'll show you guys the app. Someone told me to use like 4 apps, but I ended up using like 1.5. It was a lot, but it helped me at the end of the day. So let me just grab food. They're waiting for me at home, and I will do the other food. Where should I get food from? Down there's a lot of food. I can see something shawarma. I can see KFC. So let me just go that way. This place is not like the UK. I'm not sure of how pedestrians should cross. Like, I'm seeing cars left, right, and center, and I don't want to bring my bush girl self to this place. Like, cars are just going left and right. Look at the cross. I beg. Very soon I'll start driving. Very, very soon. So excited much. I'll just go that way. Oh God. See where I open my jacket. It's actually cold. But like I've been telling my husband, it's not like UK cold. Canada is cold, but I don't know how to explain it. It's not as unbearable as it used to be for me in Jan, but this is not real winter anyway, so don't let me make mouth too much. So how do I cross this place at this point? See cars everywhere. Okay, which way should I go? I don't even know the direction they are turning. Global pet foods. Please, I don't want anything pet food. I don't have a dog. Should not be angry. There's chicken at home. Why am I doing KFC? Walk this way. I'm in the mood for Chinese. I don't know why my husband doesn't want Chinese. Shawarma. Let me just take a look. It's time to celebrate. Let me take a look at the menu. Please, let me go somewhere. Okay. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I don't want to shout. I am so happy. I passed my test. So I am back home now. And I just wanted to let you know that I passed my G1 driving test. There are like usually 3 stages for driving test in Canada, or let me say Ontario where I stay. And there's G1, there's G2, there's G1, G2, G. Yes, basically that makes you like drive any kind of car, SUV, basically that kind of thing. So today was my G1 and I went for the test. It's exactly a week that we landed in Canada and I need to drive ASAP. So that is why I'm taking it like full throttle. I'm not holding back. I'm doing everything ASAP as much as I can. And that's why I went for the test today. I am so glad. I'm so grateful. I studied and I went for the test and I passed. So like I said, I'll do like not a separate video. I'll show all the things I read, all the things I did in order to pass the test, and how I studied for it. You have to study, trust me. Even if you've been driving in Nigeria, I've been driving for over 12 years in Nigeria, but I still needed to read up. Trust me, your knowledge might help, but let me say like 40-50% of the way. In my case, probably it might be different from you or something, but in my case I needed to read. I want to advise you to just go with your knowledge of driving in your home country. Whether you're in Nigeria or anything, you still need to because the road signs are a lot and you need to know what it really stands for. Some you might be familiar with, some you might not be familiar with, and you really need to know like what it is really. But it's not difficult. Once you study, you'll get it. And I went for the test today. I got my temporary driver's license, my G1. I still need to do like 1 or 2 more that'll make me like fully drive well. So at least this is a step in the right direction. I'll show you the apps that I used somewhere in the video. I'll just put it somewhere. So I'm so glad. And that's how my day went today. I can drive to an extent in Canada. Yes, so we're back home to see my mama. I had to leave the house very early. That's another thing. If you're going, you have to go very early. Oh, so thanks to this, mama. I'll see you guys soon.